Hey guys, Andy Main here. I'm here with my brother Mike. We're here at Pure Mixed Martial Arts and Fitness, the Main Brothers Academy. And today for the technique of the week, we're going to discuss the highly controversial to cross or not to cross your feet when attacking the armbar. I think what it comes down to when deciding if we should or shouldn't cross the feet is actually more dependent on what my opponent does when I go for the armbar. We're taught initially to always not cross our feet as to apply more pressure to the head to be able to finish the armbar, but it's also very dependent on how he defends, if he chooses to stack or not stack or put the knee up and different things like that. So we're going to address this.
We're starting in our guard. We're going to attack the arm lock, very basic way, controlling the wrist, reaching behind the elbow, foot on the hip, blocking his knee. It's always about blocking, making sure that he can't escape, climb, bite down, okay? Very heavy on his back so he cannot posture, and then come over the head and bite down. Now here's the thing again, if he doesn't right away lean his weight into me, like I showed before, if he stays here or whatever, then I don't want to cross my feet. Then there would be no purpose to it. I want to keep my feet open, pinch my knees, and drive heavy on his head so that he can't put the pressure into me here. Okay? If I do everything right, then I don't need to cross my feet. Okay? But my opponent, he's good. He recognizes it right away. He hugs and he pulls my knee towards the floor. Now I have no pressure on his head, even if I try to drive. Okay? So now I need to make sure I don't lose the arm. And the way I make sure I don't lose the arm is I cross. I bring this one up. I always cross over the leg that's around his head, and I'm going to bite down and pull him in. Okay? Now it's very, very tight on his elbow. I'm going to use my hands, but I could even no hands, and he could try to pull out. It's going to be very, very difficult to pull out of this arm lock. Okay? So I hold here. I'm going to shift my knees to get his head onto the other side, and then I let go. Okay? Meanwhile, I'm going to hold onto the arm. Now I uncross, put the pressure back down on the head, and drive. And from here, cross, uncross, just make sure my legs are tight, and I finish the arm lock. So one more time, but from a different angle, so you can see. I'm here, I'm setting up my basic arm lock, I'm biting down, I'm throwing the leg over the head, okay? I want to put the pressure, but he right away recognizes it. He hugs his arm, and he drives my knee down. Look at the position of my hips. Because of my hips here, I can't get the leverage on his head, which I need. When I'm over here, I have plenty of leverage to drive my heel to the floor and look to finish the arm lock. But he drove me over here, maybe he steps up, he puts his knee against my butt. Now there's no chance of me trying to get pressure against his head. But I don't want to lose this arm, so I lock my feet. Okay? I lock here, I bite down, and I squeeze. Okay? Now it makes it very difficult for him to get his arm out. I'm going to drive both knees towards the floor. Okay, and then I switch. Now, look, I can put the pressure back on his head and unlock, and I end up on top. Okay, now from here, again, a lot of people decide uncross or cross. I prefer to cross the feet, pull him in, hug, and then sit back and finish the arm lock nice and tight. Now, you may ask, why would I want to keep my legs crossed once I'm on top? I can put the pressure down on his face, but here, as long as I'm aware of squeezing my knees and pulling him in, keeping my legs crossed doesn't allow him to put his shoulder to the mat, which is his escape. If I'm here and he is able to put his shoulder to the mat, start to walk, he finds his way out. Okay? But when I have the arm lock here, if I choose to cross, and just like when I was on bottom, I pull in nice and tight. Now, he can try to walk, he can only go so far because he cannot get his shoulder to the mat. And then from here, we work all our kinds of ways to free the arm, sit back, pinch the knees, and plenty of leverage for the arm lock even when we cross the feet. Thanks for watching this week's Technique of the Week. If you have any questions about that technique or any techniques that you would like to see in the future, just tweet us at Pure MMA Gym,
or find us on Facebook at Facebook/Pure Mixed Martial Arts.